Everyone's talking about the rupee falling, but almost no one is asking why it suddenly slipped to 90.43 and what this means for your savings tomorrow. But here's the twist: the real danger didn't start with the fall. It started the moment the world stopped believing India's currency was stable. The rupee didn't just fall today, it slipped into a new danger zone. That coin's spinning on the table, that's our currency right now. One sharp tilt and the whole chart collapses. Alerts are buzzing, but most people don't understand what actually caused this. Prices at your local shop are already shifting quietly. Groceries that felt normal last month suddenly feel expensive. Your wallet hasn't changed, but its power has. Headlines are screaming rupee at 90.43, and it's not just noise. Because this fall didn't start in India, it started abroad. Scroll enough news and you'll feel the panic rising. People are calculating again and again, hoping the numbers change. But the real story is that the rupee is shrinking faster than anyone expected. The rupee didn't fall on its own, something pushed it. And that something began thousands of miles away. Big money quietly pulled their dollars out of India. Suitcases filled with foreign cash took off overnight. When that money leaves, the rupee slips instantly. Every news app showed the same headline: big investors selling. And the moment one domino fell, the rest followed. Global uncertainty became the villain nobody wanted to face. People kept checking currency rates, hoping the swing would calm. But calm doesn't come when fear takes over. Charts started bouncing like they were confused themselves. And right at the center of all this chaos, INR hit 90.43. But here's the part almost no one is talking about. India's import bill quietly exploded in the background. Every container that entered our ports cost more than the last one. And when the dollar grows stronger, the rupee looks tiny beside it. Global demand for dollars shot up and pushed us into a corner. You feel this pressure every time you visit the petrol pump. Even basic electricity bills started surprising families. Charts showed import costs climbing with no pause. Newsrooms flashed red banners warning of heavy import pressure. People needed more rupees just to buy a single dollar. It became a tug-of-war the rupee couldn't win. And that pressure melted our currency faster than anyone expected. But the biggest blow wasn't economic, it was psychological. The chart moved like it had no control left. People held their phones with fear instead of confidence. Small crowds gathered around screens, trying to make sense of the chaos. Breaking news alerts only added more fire to the panic. Even normal conversations started sounding uncertain. Everyone kept refreshing apps, hoping the fall had stopped. But fear doesn't stop anything, it spreads like a ripple. Families clutched their savings a little tighter. Because when fear grows, currency falls even faster. It became a wave that nobody could stand against. And the rupee got pushed again and again by this panic loop. Even after all this chaos, the story isn't over. Because currencies fall, but they also find a way to settle. India's strength has always shown up when people least expect it. A new month brings new data, new decisions, new chances. Our growth story is still moving, slowly but steadily. And everyday people still trust the system to hold together. What we need now is clarity, not fear. And you get that clarity when you understand the real triggers. One of the biggest triggers right now is foreign investors. Their money can move the rupee up or down in a single day. So the real question becomes, what happens when they leave? And that's exactly what you need to understand next. Earlier, I mentioned how pressure on the rupee connects to the sudden fall to 90.43. But if you don't understand why foreign investors leave India, then even the best currency explanation won't help you. So watch this next video, where I'll show you how can the rupee survive this foreign investor exodus.